Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to another episode of my FIFA 16 West Ham career mode. We're fresh out of the summer transfer window, and we're going to start off today's episode with a press conference, so let's get into that. Our first question for today comes from ESC Australia, and they asked whether I blame any of the players for our team's recent performances in the league, such as the big 4-0 loss against Leicester City and the 1-0 loss against Liverpool. And to answer that, I don't blame any of the players. I take full responsibility for the team's performance because at the end of the day, they're doing what I asked them to do, and I think they're doing spectacularly. It's just me that needs to improve, and I think we've done that. Zizinho Almashari asked whether we plan on bringing in any young players now that we have an experienced scout at our disposal. And to answer that, of course we plan on bringing in some good young talents to this team. It's going to allow our team to be strong in the long haul as well as in the short-term future. And if we're lucky with a 5-star scout, we can maybe find some incredible young players that are already over 70 rated. And sticking with the theme of young players, the Papier Curve asked whether we're going to be utilizing our young players in the Cups and in the EuroLeague. So kind of how I'm addressing that is my biggest emphasis is the Premier League this season, second is the EuroLeague, third is domestic cups. So in any domestic cups, I'm going to be rotating the squad quite a bit and giving a lot of those young players some action. The EuroLeague, I'm sometimes going to be doing that, and on rare occasions, I'm going to give our young players a start in the Premier League. Our last question for today comes from a reporter who either thinks really highly of Payet or is criticizing the team as a whole. And I completely agree with you because we need to watch after Payet. I'm sure he's tired after putting in a great performance after Saturday's 2-1 win against Manchester City. That's going to be all the questions and comments for today, but one final thing I want to address is the regularity of these press conferences. And usually I don't have them every episode because then the questions become pretty redundant and these don't become too special for you guys, and I want you to look forward to them. But one thing I'd like for you guys to do is to really get creative in the comments section. If you want to incorporate any storyline or plot into this career mode, please feel free to do so because it makes things a lot more interesting for me if I'm getting a wide variety of questions rather than the same ones over and over. So if you got anything interesting or creative in mind, go ahead and drop it in the comments section, and hey, maybe it'll be featured in the next press conference. In the previous episode, a lot of you were requesting for me to train Martin Samuelsson more, and I'm going to be doing that from now on. So what I'm going to do is I'll have 2 trainings for Iheanacho, 2 trainings for Samuelsson, and still 1 training for Lanzini because he still has a lot of room to grow as well. Unfortunately, we've suffered our first major injury of the series. Carl Jenkinson is going to be out for 2 months with a torn hip flexor. Luckily, we do have some other fullbacks that can fill in that role. I think I'll put in Aaron Cresswell to replace him for now. And today's episode will be the first episode where we have 3 matches. Unfortunately, they're all in the same week, so we're going to have to rotate the teams around. In the middle of the week match in the EuroLeague against Red Bull Salzburg, who I believe have Yusuf Poulsen, one of the strikers I rate really highly in career mode. But we're starting things off against Newcastle, going into the EuroLeague match, and then we're finally playing against Manchester City. I just got done watching the Manchester City match. I'm recording it now. And what a performance by West Ham, especially in the first half. Played so well and were really disciplined in that first half. I also received a comment about my choice of kits, and I'll try to be sure that I only use the home kit during home matches, the away kit during away matches, and when I have to, I'll use the alternate kit. That should sort things out for us. This is the lineup we've got going into the Newcastle match. I'm actually going to be giving Origi the start in his first game for West Ham. Hopefully he can net himself a goal or 2, and then yeah, we can get a good result here.
West Ham United striving to impress us a bit more today than they did in their last game when they lost away against Liverpool.
Corner kick for Newcastle right here. Adrian's going to collect it. Nice stuff. And Colaccini would have been there had he not collected it. There we go. Cresswell play it out. Got Lanzini on the ball. Lanzini's going to find Origi. He's going to get by 1. Waiting for some support. Plays it over the top. This is good. Payet, can he finish this one? And there it's 1-0 for West Ham. The team working incredibly together. Origi sent the perfect through ball, set Payet through, and he smashes it home. It's 1-0 for us against Newcastle, only 13 minutes into the match. Oh, the team. Mark Noble's going to play in Lanzini. Lanzini with some space. Looking for some support now. He's going to find Koyate. Plays it in the middle. We got Mark Noble. He's going to find Erkin. Erkin looking to create some space. Plays it into Noble. Another 1-2 pass. It's Origi. It's dragged down inside the box. Everything is working for us. It's a penalty kick. And of course, we're going to let Mark Noble take this one and see if he gets it in the green and off to the right. Tim Krul stands still. It's an easy goal, and the captain scores in 4 consecutive episodes. We'll see how long we get that streak going. Here are the halftime stats, and I wouldn't say we're dominating Newcastle in any of the categories, but we've just taken advantage of the opportunities we've had. We've gotten a couple goals. It's 2-0. We're looking good going into the second half. Get a lucky bounce here to Origi. See if he can skill inside. Gets by a couple. The finesse shot was decent, but Krul was there to make the save. Origi has impressed me on his opening day debut and is really getting to the ball when he needs to. Here he is again. See if he can cut inside. Yes, he can. Getting by a few. Finesse shot. It's blocked by Colaccini. But again, just moments of excellence. Oh, that's a beautifully weighted through ball. And it's Origi. What can he do with it? He gets by one Newcastle defender, but fouled very poorly. That could be a yellow card very easily. It looks like he will be getting a card for that one. It's a yellow card for Taylor. It was a pretty bad challenge. Origi was through on goal right there. And he's actually going to get subbed off now. It's been a good performance and a good debut for him. He's created some opportunities. Obviously, we're up front 2-0, so I'm happy with his performance thus far. We're going to have a go with Erikin, see if he can get this one on target. 2.5 bars of power. And not a bad effort. Tim Krul had to get down for that one. And I'm hoping to score some good free kicks in this career mode. We've got a plentiful amount of options and takers. There's a full-time whistle, and we pull off a nice 2-0 win there at home. We had some lucky chances go our way, but I think we did deserve the win in this one. I switched up the starting lineup quite a bit for this EuroLeague fixture. We still got Adrian in the net, of course, but basically our whole defensive line has changed. I put Riedewald at the right back position because in last FIFA, I believe that's where he played. We've given Samuelson his debut, Song and Obiang at the center defensive mid, Antonio on the left, Lanzini in the middle, and Zarate at the striker position. We'll see if we can get another win here.
Well, they worked hard to qualify for this competition. The EuroLeague takes off now. Group stage, match day 1.
Yeah, a lot of planning, a lot of work gone in towards getting to this point, so nobody wants to disappoint.
Oh, somehow they're through right here, and it's going to be 1-0. Our defender just didn't judge it right, and Red Bull Salzburg does capitalize on that opportunity. It's 1-0, and he's making it known to the cameraman. We got Riedewald on the ball. He's going to dribble it in, trying to create some space. Song with the ball now, and that's going to be 1-1. Alex Song decided to give him the start in this one. He hasn't been good on form lately, but he definitely showed up today, getting a good goal for himself. That should improve his form as well. Maybe we can use him a little bit more moving forward. Some space here for Cresswell. He's going to use it. Played inside now. A little bit of 1-2 action. Going to play it out wide, looking for Zarate. But again, stolen by the Salzburg defense. They've played pretty well in the back. Not the best moving forward. And as I say that, they're away. Nice job by Samuelson coming back. Cross sent in. And somehow that goes in. I thought I defended that pretty well, but it must have been a mismatch. Who was that? Tompkins or Reed? I just couldn't clear out the defender. Aaron Cresswell looking to send in a cross right here. He's going to take a big touch. Dribble it in, and finally, a good tackle inside the box. Credit to Salzburg. They're playing a little bit more defensively, but their defense still holding strong. Oh, but this is a steal. This is a chance. Just finish. Oh, I messed up that chance so bad. Well, our effort today ends in a loss. Salzburg managed to pick up the 2-1 win. Very contrary to our first match of the episode against Newcastle. Things didn't go our way in this match. Headers didn't go our way, and I guess we deserved the loss. This is the lineup we've got going into our next and final match of the episode. It's going to be a big one against Manchester City.
And today, it's Manchester City against West Ham United. Just a bit of a lapse from Manchester City. Remember in 13-14, they were champions. They won the League Cup in England as well. Ended up with no silverware the following season.
We'll take a look at the league table, and somehow Manchester City is in the relegation zone in 18th, which it's absolutely hilarious seeing as how much they've spent on their squad, and that's where they're at, whereas we're in 7th. So hopefully we get a good result and keep them in the relegation zone. Lanzini's going to try to play this one in the center, and that's not a bad cross. Caballero collects it. Don't know why Joe Hart's not starting for him. Oh, Payet's absolutely done Kevin De Bruyne. And he's going to try to play through. Does so well. Oh, but Caballero just comes out in the nick of time. That was a good chance for us. Oh, Payet's going to create some space for Lanzini here. It's gonna get by with one defender with ease. Still dribbling, sees a run on the other side. Can we get to it? Just a finesse by Koyate. I think Zabaleta got a foot on it because that was going in the back of the net. Oh, that's a good over the top through ball. But what a clearance by Jesus Navas. Antonio now finding loads of space with Sacco. Oh, that's a free kick. Is that a penalty kick? No. That just happened. I thought it was a free kick just outside the box. But we'll see here. David Silva drags down Sacco. We get a penalty kick with about 2 minutes to spare. Oh. Mark Noble just has to hold his composure. He's going to put it off to the left. And he puts it away. This is going to be a huge chance for us to win against Manchester City at the Etihad. Wow. Well, guys, what a way to end the episode. A huge win for us against Manchester City. And we just can't seem to beat the small teams in this series thus far. We're beating the likes of Arsenal and Manchester City, but we can't win against Red Bull Salzburg. Hopefully that improves in the future. But if you guys did enjoy the episode today, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Until the next episode of this West Ham Career Mode, this has been Flickify. I'm talking to y'all again soon.